Hi everyone, my name is Ben Ma. I'm here with SuperCraft. Today we have a new tutorial on how to design an electric bicycle. At the beginning, I used a node called Generate Design. This process is different from previously where we start with a simple sketch. In this case, we rely completely on the imagination in our heads transformed into words that describes what we have in our head, and then to ask Supercraft to give us the initial ideas visually for what we have. So in my generated design node, I wrote in e-bicycle, clean, minimal, linear, flat, and solid wheels, aerodynamic, fast, and also as a good measure, white background. And after I hit go a few times, these are the designs that Supercraft generated for me. This one is kind of wild. I wasn't sure how I can turn this into a convincing design, so I moved on. This one looks kind of like a motorcycle, which wasn't the intent, but still very cool. This one I like, but it feels a bit slow in terms of the character lines. This to me is the strongest out of all the outputs. So I decided to move forward with this design. And now we get into the process of editing. The first thing I wanted to do is to change the wheel to black wheels. And I was able to do it just by hitting edit. And I was a little bit concerned of like this area because to me, the human, I understand that it would be impossible for it to turn for the front wheel. So I used edit to say, can you create a bigger gap to rotate the front wheel? Unfortunately, it wasn't able to do that for me, but I moved on. And as you see me, this is kind of me branching out into one task. In this case, I wanted thinner tires, but it wasn't able to do that for me through edit. Um, I decided to use evolve to see what kind of other options Supercraft can give me. So in this case, I wrote in evolve, make sure the front wheel can rotate. The seat need to be bigger to be more comfortable. The front handlebar also needs to be wider, and the overall structure needs to be thinner because in its current form, it's a little bit too heavy, even though it's an electric bicycle. So the strength factor is 0.74, so it's kind of high. And after I hit go, I was able to receive some of these images. The first one is cool. It's okay, and the second one is a little bit too fragmented, and also it's a bit too Cybertruck like. I wanted to preserve some of the organicness on this image. So this is the image that I ended up continuing. In this image, I like how this character line has so much tension to it. So I continue my editing process. Using edit, I said, please make this structure and this structure to be thinner. And previously, edit and inpaint were two different nodes, but now it has been simplified into just edit. So you can, within the edit node, you can use this mask. You can mask the area that you want it to edit for you. So in this case, I masked this area, and then I wrote make it half the thickness, and I was able to receive this, which follows my intention. Please do know that it's a good measure to be as specific as possible when you are creating and editing your designs, but it's not gonna be completely like half thickness. It's not gonna be extremely precise, but but the result, a good result, shows that it's moving towards your initial intention. So now we have this. I wanted to further cut off some of the volume here to make it more lightweight. Here's my first failed attempt. I used edit and then I masked this area. And then I said delete this volume. It wasn't able to do that for me. Um, and then I realized that I could try to use sketch node. If you didn't know, you can actually sketch on top of an existing image. You just need to right click on. You just need to click on this, not right click. Click here, and then with this sketch tool, you can actually use eyedropper to color to pick up the color and then paint into the area. I'll do a quick demo on this. So I wanted to remove this volume. All I needed to do is I click stroke color, and then here's the eyedropper, and then I get the eyedropper closer to this area and click and turn on the line width. And in this case, I'm in the doodle function, and then I just started brushing into it. This to me so far is the easiest way to cut into the volume that SuperCraft can currently understand that this is kind of a negative volume. And once you're done, you can hit save. So in my case, I did I kind of painted over using this basic sketch tool. I got this result. This was just directly from my painting over. And in the next step, I tried two different ways to make this. I tried two different ways to make this image more designed. The first way is I use the render node to connect to this image. In the render node, I wrote, give me a concept bike, super aerodynamic, white panel, lean and clean, carbon fiber inner skeleton, very strong, super lightweight, and also white background. And I was able to be able to receive these images. I really like this. If I had more time, I would continue to pursue this as a potential design. And this one is cool in this area. This one as well. And there's also, I realized that you could also connect this image with Evolve. I used Evolve here with the same prompt from earlier. And I put the strength node to be on the lower side, so the design is closer to my intention, this paint over on a design. So here is one of the results. Here's another result. This actually is cool because it has the lightweightness that I was looking for. And I think this is the one that I continue to pursue because it is very close to the paint, the ugly paint over sketch. So I used edit. This is kind of like a digression. I used edit and I wanted to change this handlebar, but I did not specify the location of the edit using this mask. And it gave me a design that was completely different from what I had earlier. So I did not proceed with this step. I believe, and after this process, I went back into this sketch because I'm trained as an industrial designer, so I can like paint on it. So I actually worked on it a little bit further just by the manual painting method, and unfortunately it didn't save for me. But on the good part, I was able to take a screenshot of the painting that I had, and then I imported back into SuperCraft as an image. And there is a function here called crop, rotate, and flip. And I was able to kind of crop out the this outside area. So let's move forward. I used the render here. It's the same. It's a very similar prompt, and I was able to receive this image, which is really cool. But now the tire is a little bit too childlike. Um, Here you see me using this is me making the mistake the second time. I used edit. Uh, I had the intention to edit a specific part, but I did not actually mask the area. So this edit um, made my whole image change. So it became these two images, which was not what I was looking for. And here's another way of me using evolve. And in this case, I did not like what evolve had to offer. So I continued to use sketch to paint over some areas. Like the rim here is a little too crazy, so I painted over these. Very manual, simple process, and very fast. And now I learned to be more specific with the area that I'm editing. So I selected this area, and then I said make front handlebar more like the triathlon bike style. And I was able to receive a design that's closer. And at this point, I got tired of this tire, and I decided to use edit. And in this case, edit actually works without me specifying the area. I wrote that please change the wheels to be road bike wheels that are thinner. And this result, I do like it a lot. This is exactly what I was looking for. And here there's an edit on kind of get more of an attitude to the handlebar. And in the sketch, I continue to use sketch to clean out the details, especially in the area under the seat. So this to me is kind of like the key sketch before the final rendering. So I connect a render node, and then I said white sporty e-bicycle road bike with a removable carbon fiber gray battery pack at the bottom, hollow structure below the seat, white background. So here are some images that SuperCraft gave me based on this prompt. I kind of like this a lot as well. And again, you see me using evolve, same prompt with a very small strength parameter. Because if you make the strength parameter really high, the design will be completely changed. In this case, I received these images based on evolve. And I was really happy with where this is. So I continue to edit this image. The first thing is I asked for a white background using edit. And you can see here that I tried to use I used evolve again to in the hope that it can kind of take off some of the discrepancies in terms of details with a very, very low strength node, with a very low strength parameter. And I received these images. I really like how this character line is preserved from the very beginning. And you see these little minor details. I just use edit to paint it out. And I wanted to show you a different direction that I took. I used a sketch and I completely got rid of this area. This design is kind of out there, and so this was my other design. And towards the end, I wanted to see a person with the riding this bicycle. So I used edit and said, show me an athlete on this bicycle, a white background and side view. After I hit go, I was able to receive this image. There are areas that is a little problematic here, but the overall impression is correct. So this is the full tutorial for you guys, and this board will also be available for anyone to take a look. And I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and look forward to see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.